If you chose pile number 3 with the Steampunk Tarot, the Atlantisite Tower, whoops, and the labradorite worry stone, then this is your reading. Now, how I read tarot is I read both the definitions as well as intuitively, allowing the cards to fall where they may, reading both uprights and reversals. Regardless of your spiritual beliefs, you are welcome and respected here. And today we are using the Ace of Pentacles to ask the question, what new material opportunities and beginnings lie ahead for 2026? And right off the bat, you've got the King of Wands. All right, so even though with Pentacles we are dealing with the tangible things of life, your health, your wealth, your household, those things affect your spiritual world as well. And we've got 2 Wands cards so far here. Okay, so there's something here about your spirituality that is going to have an effect on your material world. Okay, all right. Not sure why I have. Every time I think, oh, I'm just going to do a quick one for everybody's sanity sake instead of long ones, the universe has something else in mind. So we're just going to go with it. All right. So right off the bat with the King of Wands, this is somebody who is a spiritual powerhouse. Okay, this is intuition. This is passion. This is a fiery energy. For some of you, I am getting that you may have had a mentor in this realm that will be stepping back, and you will be taking and filling that place in the community. For others of you, this is somebody who's been a strong spiritual influence that may be on the other side already. Okay. Or this is you stepping forward as the master yourself. There's a lot of energies going on here, actually. A lot of energies. So please use your own intuition with this card. But I am getting the Wheel of Fate, the Wheel of Time, the Wheel of Destiny moving forward. Okay, like a gear clicking into place. Okay, as things turn. With 5 of Wands, this can lead to a little bit of upheaval. This can lead to a little bit of conflict, but this is one you will be victorious over. Not everyone is going to understand your spiritual gifts, your spiritual talents, your spiritual ideologies. Okay, but not everyone has to. Right? As long as you know that you are doing what is right, what you know to be true, and you're not trying to force your beliefs on anyone else in any way, shape, or form, then you will be victorious. Okay? And this actually leads to a material abundance. Whether you're writing a book or poetry, a newspaper article, a magazine, creating a piece of art. I'm getting very much, writer, artist, journalist, architect sort of energies here. Okay? And you'll be doing this with the blessings of the ancestors. Okay? This new beginning. And there's some daffodils here. So springtime, when the daffodils are in bloom. With the Page of Pentacles, this is you stepping out of an old way of doing things materially and boldly stepping forward into a new way of doing things materially. Now, because it is new terrain, it can make you kind of feel like, especially when not everyone is going to be on the same path or level, okay, and so it can make you feel like you maybe been put out into the cold by yourself a little bit. And the other side is wanting to let you know that you're not alone. You are never ever alone. They are always with you, okay? And this new Material and spiritual beginning, they're tied together. This is very much tied together, and you will be victorious. I'm seeing holly and mistletoe and ivy in my mind here. So this may have been something that you came to realize around Yule, some sort of decision, some sort of resolution, some sort. If any of you did the 13, where you write out 13 sheets of paper and you burn all of them except for the last one during from the winter solstice through to the new year, and then you do the one that you open yourself and you leave the rest to the universe, right? This is you achieving that one, okay? And them taking care of the rest. It's in motion. You do have the strength, okay? For those of you that doubt that you have the strength, they're saying you absolutely do. You have an infinite level of strength. And I am getting that for some of you, there is mental illness or physical chronic illness or an injury that has transpired, and that you will be rising above that through medical treatment, changing of diet, of atmosphere, of where you live. For example, if you're an asthmatic and you live in a very heavy smog-filled city, that's not great for you. But then if you go and where the air is clean and clear, then your health improves. Depending on what your triggers are, obviously. Okay, that's just one example. It could be that you have chronic illness and your doctor and you finally work out a pain management system that works for you. You have an injury that heals. Okay, whatever it might be, time is the answer. Okay, and time does bring about an easing of the difficulty. With the Lovers, once again, reminding you that you are not alone, okay, and that you will have a divinely blessed soul union, whether that's romantic or friendship or familial. I am getting soulmates across timelines energy coming through here, though. So whether this is someone you already know and are already with, or someone that is going to enter into your life, I am seeing divinely blessed souls who have found each other across timelines. Okay. Now, some of you are riddled with doubt and fear and anxiety, and it's causing you sleepless nights. All right, and they're asking you to seek the help that you need for this. Make sure you're grounding yourself out in nature, okay? For those of you that are struggling with nightmares, I recommend keeping smoky quartz under your pillow, beside your bed, under your bed, okay? That's a good one when it comes to nightmares. Also, dream catchers, of different kinds, depending on your cultural traditions and what it is that you are interested in observing. I have known some people to use mugwort in aiding with changing their dreams, okay, to what it is that they would rather be dreaming about. So that's something that you might look into, but proceed with your intentions being very clear, okay? Now, with your material world, I do see financial abundance here in this card. So not only do we have health improvement, but we have financial improvement, okay, with this Nine of Pentacles. And that's a pretty straightforward card today, very much about the financial independence. And once again, with the Hierophant, we have some sort of spiritual mastery. Using your gifts, okay, and sharing them with others, whether that's as a lecturer, a teacher, a writer, okay. With Seven of Cups, we actually have multiple choices, multiple talents that we can use. So it's up to you. You can use more than one. or you can use your favorite, you know. But I am getting that using your imagination, your creativity, along with the wisdom and knowledge you have gained over time, is going to be the key there. Okay? Which brings about a brand new beginning with the Fool. This is ground zero. This is moving forward on a whole new year, a whole new adventure, a whole new time, right? And I've got a couple of cards here that are giving off London vibes. So some of you may be from England, from London, or maybe visiting England or London. Okay. Some of you may be visiting Rome with this Six of Wands. We have a triumphant return, a triumphant success. This is being celebrated at its highest. Okay, we got the laurel wreath, we've got power, we've got the golden horse. This is you being exceedingly successful and being lauded for your skills and your gifts, okay, and for the things in life that you have overcome. Those are not meant to hold you back, but are meant to propel you forward. You will have community with this Three of Cups, whether this is siblings, friends. I'm getting for some of you, it may be that you have more than one lover, and it is a mutually respectful and loving relationship. Just make sure everyone in that relationship is treated with equal respect and love, okay? But community, you absolutely will have. Very interesting energy there. I see people working together to create something, to build something. A newspaper, a magazine, a business, a house, a winery, a metaphysical shop, something. There's something being built here with this group of people. Okay? And that's backed by this Ten of Wands. This is very much an energy about in all the other tarot decks we have here, the Ten of Wands, well, except for maybe with the exception of the Universal Celtic Tarot, perhaps, but the Ten of Wands tends to be an overwhelm, like you've worked yourself into the ground sort of energy. However, in the Steampunk Tarot, this is actually very much an I've got this. Yeah, I've got a lot on my plate, but I can handle it. I know where I'm going, I know what I'm doing, and I know where I'm going to end up. I am my own internal light, and I walk forward with confidence. This is the Ten of Wands version of badassery, if you'll excuse my language. Okay? This is very much a you have got this power move card. Okay? All right, now my daughter has selected 2 oracle cards for you today. We have Vulva of Cedar and Deer of Delta. So we are going to read number 26, Deer of Delta. I love this card. It's so beautiful with that mother-child energy going on. Without any force, you can overcome even extreme negativities. Your real nature is gentle, which is powerful in its own unique way. You do not need to become something you are not. You can confidently and effectively invoke spiritual protection from the light. You can never be dominated or bullied at a spiritual level because the real you is always empowered and protected in the light. So what did I say? One powerful person, right? And then we have Vulva of Cedar, number 40. And in the Norse tradition, vulvas were very powerful practitioners of magic, Caesar magic. Let's see, number 30. I have to cover the chest here for social media guidelines. Your inner spiritual power can heal circumstances in your life and our world in ways greater than you realize. Journey within to gain clarity and conscious redirection of your inner energies toward what you wish to manifest. Do not try to control what is happening. Instead, work to bring positive influence to bear so that you may contribute constructively towards shaping the outcome for the greatest good. Okay? And there's a little Seder magic here where it talks about the Seder magic where you can crack an egg and read its shape for the future. Okay, because the egg is a symbol of infinity. So if you are interested in practicing Seder magic, this might be a way for you to start if you so wish. For some of you, you may have the spirit animal of the deer, but I am seeing the third eye on the deer very much alight and awakened. With the vulva, we have an alignment of the chakras. Okay, so that might be something to help you with this Nine of Swords energy that we saw here. Okay, now I'm going to read for you the crystals. We'll start with the atlantisite tower. Whoops. That's the second time that thing's gotten tossed around today. Emotional healing, spiritual growth, ancient wisdom and knowledge, and works with the heart chakra. Okay, so that definitely fits in with what we were talking about. And then with the labradorite, Murray stone, intuition, creativity, and awakening, working with the higher crown, third eye, and solar plexus chakras. Labradorite is truly a stone of magic, used by healers, shamans, and psychics for its ability to enhance psychic gifts and raise spiritual consciousness. Turn this gray stone in your hand and a colorful iridescence will flash. It's a mineral that connects the realms of the seen and unseen, creating harmony between the physical and spiritual selves. It is also a stone of protection, creating an energetic barrier that deflects negativity and emotionally draining people. If you're feeling exhausted by the daily grind, labradorite will breathe new life into your existence, enhancing spontaneity, excitement, and adventure. It also sparks fresh ideas in the imagination, perfect for creative people stuck in a rut. Healers use labradorite to promote vision and also treat respiratory infections or cold symptoms. Used during meditation to enhance your introspective abilities, especially during a time of transition. At home, it can infuse a feeling of newness into a stale environment, and at work, it can promote cooperation and agreeability with coworkers.
That one doesn't really have much of a flash.
Yeah, it doesn't. I have another one over there with good flash. Do you want to grab it? It's there on the edge of that bowl. It's that slab of lab. This one just has little confetti flashes that are hard for the camera to pick up. But I am a firm believer in everyone should have labradorite. It helps to protect you from negative energies. Okay, this should, yeah, there you go. Now you can see the flash. This is also labradorite. It comes in different colors. Okay, I hope that you found this to be helpful. If you did, please let me know in the comments. If there was anything you felt could have been improved upon, please also let me know that. Be gentle and kind as you do so if you would. Remember, you are beautiful. You are loved always. And no matter what your situation is right now, you have got this. And 2026 is going to be a very rewarding year for you.